Hello everyone, this is the Sage of Calidor coming to you with another video. And I must say this is quite a record, but hey, the previous video mentioned how the whatever Eve said something special was going to be dropping today, and well, what happened today? What was dropped? Well, we got the official trailer for Warhammer 3 Total War, and I'll tell you this, I am excited. I am stoked because for many reasons. First off, this is the final part of the Warhammer trilogy, which to tell you the truth, it's kind of sad, but still, it is very cool. We're going to see a lot of cool new factions, and it's going to be great. I'm excited. And what do we have here? Well, we got the Demons of Chaos. It looks like Chaos is going to get its full upgrade that people want. I have to admit, I'm not a fan of Chaos, but hey, this picture looks awesome. And let's see what we got here. We got some more Warriors of Chaos. We got various demons of various types. Oh, we got a Bloodthirster. I have to admit, that's pretty pathetic. My only knowledge about demons are Bloodthirsters. The strongest, most powerful demon in the Warhammer world. But yeah, I will tell you about it later. But anyway, it's very cool to see that. And what do we have? We have Keslev. That's right, everyone. It's Keslev. I am excited. I am stoked to see this. And I can say this, many people are now. They've been clamoring for this for a total of 2 games now since Warhammer 1. So I imagine a lot of people are just saying, shut up and take my money. That's great. I will say this. I am going to be posting the trailer to this down below, as well as the blog page and the Steam page. I encourage you to take a look at it for yourself. But anyway, let's get on with this. These pictures come partially from screenshots from the trailer and partially from screenshots from, no, partly official images from the Steam page. So this is how it starts. An advisor going to the tent of the Tsarina. I have to say this, I just put this because I like the new unit there. That is the Ice Guard, a group of women warriors that were created by Games Workshop for the Warhammer Old World reboot of the Warhammer Fantasy Tabletop game. So it is very cool that they put these ladies in here. And I have to say, it looks pretty cool. At first glance, when I saw this, with their icy blue glow, I was like, wait, is that lightsabers? It took me a few seconds before I was like, no, that's magical ice. Oh, wow, that is awesome. And now we're cut to seeing the Tsarina reading. It looks like, I think she's either reading scout reports or a letter from her father, the previous Tsar. I think this kind of shows where the Tsarina is in her reign. And this seems like she is a counterpart to Karl Franz, in which she had just taken the mantle as Tsarina of Keslev, much like Karl Franz was just taking on the mantle of Empire and uniting the realm. I don't know how it's going to work out in a campaign side, but I can tell you this. She looks like she has a lot on her shoulders. Her father just died in the troll country, and I'm speaking according to lore. She has to take over as queen, as Tsarina, And Chaos is knocking out her doorstep every step of the way. And this kind of shows that Zarina is thinking about what her father is saying. Her father saying, I'm sorry you had to fight this battle, but giving her a bits of warning on saying these are dangers we have to fight. And then it shifts to introducing Nurgle, Slaanesh, Tzeentch, and of course Khorne, representing different vices that we have to deal with. But looks scary, looks intimidating, but at the same time, the Zarina just stood up and decided, you know what, let's go take care of these guys. I have to admit, this picture looks awesome. I personally can't get enough of the ice guard of Keslev. I think next to the Sisters of Avalorn and the Mist Stalker units and the Dragon Princes and the various dragons of the High Elves, these are going to be my next favorite unit. This other picture has this guy. I don't know if he is a legendary lord, but I think this guy is either a lord or a hero. For my guess, it's a boyar. But anyway, those units look awesome. I think the units on the right, one of those looks like a female, like right there. I could be wrong. Forgive me if I sound rather surprised, but here is the thing. This is natural in Keslev because since they live right next to Chaos, it's not uncommon for men and women to fight against Chaos. I think the various unit types that show some of the units, I think these in the right here and right here are Ungol and Gosapur militia, along with there is this group called the Steltsasi. I'm going to butcher this ahead of time. I'm sorry. Those are other units of Keslev. So, yeah, we see several new units right here. Oh man, this actually is looking pretty good, to be honest. And of course, now we have the bear cav. I imagine a lot of you are excited right there. Yes. Yes. Keslevites ride bears instead of horses or demigriffs. This is going to be fun to watch. This unit actually is taken from the Warhammer the Old World Warhammer Fantasy reboot. In addition, this is actually part of the Keslev lore. They would ride on bears. Unfortunately, the Keslev army was not fully fleshed out in Warhammer Fantasy Tabletop, but they're bringing it back into the Warhammer the Old World for Keslev, and it looks so cool that Creative Assembly is dropping all of these Easter eggs as nods and tributes to Games Workshop. So we have that. We also have the Winged Hussars. Never fear, the Winged Hussars are here. The finest cavalry in the Old World, according to the lore. I imagine there's going to be a few revisions of the top 10 heavy cavalry tier for those Warhammer lists. Speaking of cavalry, what do we got here? Oh, we have Skull Crushers of Khorne riding on juggernauts. These guys are a Warriors of Chaos units, and I have to say, I really like the way these guys look. This is going to be cool to watch. This is going to be cool to see how they how these guys are presented. Another scene we have here is, I think, like, this guy is a bloodletter of Khorne, I am sure. This guy, this is an axe. I believe this is an act. I believe this guy is a member of the Kremlin Guard, an elite infantry unit. I don't know what it's called, but it is like, since Keslev is a mix of Russia, Ukraine, and Poland, medieval Poland, it has a huge mix of various stuff. Anyway, these guys are the elite infantry of the Keslev army. Then again, I could be wrong. You know what? Maybe I am wrong. I don't remember if this guy has a shield or not. Feel free to look in the trailer. If he does have a shield, then it might be a regular infantry. But if he does not and has like an axe halberd-like weapon, he might be a member of the elite guard. But anyway, very cool. And oh yes, a Bloodthirster. I have to say, I got excited when I saw this because it brought back memories. This is my experience with the Demons of Chaos. Very scary because in the lore, that I read, Demons of Chaos frighten me because they're not invincible power. Regular weapons cannot kill them or damage them too much. I mean, it took the elves to use a hammer and anvil of Vol to make powerful weapons to kill the Demons of Chaos. And on the tabletop, they're pretty much the strongest, most powerful unit of the Demons of Chaos. But when my first and only interaction with these guys, I fought a demon army with my High Elf army. I had my High Elf army since 7th edition. So, found the Bloodthirster, decided to... I was fighting with one of my friends, so... And basically, ironically, the Demons of Chaos was like, it was an army that I was scared of, but at the same time, it was one of my favorite I think it was my favorite Warhammer Fantasy tabletop battle, actually. Anyway, I really want to delve into this story, but what I'll say is, my general accepted a challenge from a Bloodthirster and killed the Bloodthirster. Oh, it was fun. It was it was fun. It was great. The one thing that I was scared of most, my general killed it. A prince. It was great. Oh, I so want to go back into that. But how's this? Let me know down below if you guys want me to tell you any Warhammer fantasy tabletop stories, especially this story. I might get around. Here's the deal. I might get around to this later. But if you want to hear my story, please leave a like. If this video gets 5 to 10 likes, I will instantly drop what I'm doing and record a video talking about it. How's that? Oh, that looks like such an awesome picture. The Tsarina bravely staring down against the most powerful demon in the world, or one of the nastiest demons in the world. Yeah, that's cool. And of course it ends right there. I want to say this. At first when I saw this, I did not realize what was going on. I had to look at the blog, and it mentioned Cathay for me to look back and pay attention. And that was when I saw this. So sure enough, it is Grand Cathay confirmed. And this is pretty cool, pretty wild. We are going to see the rise of the Dragon Emperor of the East. This is very cool. Very cool. A very cool, fun way to confirm Grand Cathay. Showing something on one side of the world, but in the end, at the end, this guy pushes over a map to look at Grand Cathay. And speaking of which, who is this guy? Seemed rather weird. But anyway, it's such a cool trailer. I'll quickly tell you any other information I'm gleaned. This is not an end times based game, which, to tell you the truth, I'm fine about that. I think if they're going to pick the end times, it's going to be just like the capstone final project for their Total War Warhammer trilogy. Like, say, here's the end times. You played Mortal Empires, you played the Vortex, you played whatever this thing is, Conquer Your Demons, or whatever. But here is a separate campaign, Survive and Beat the End Times, and I can say I'm okay with that. I personally have some things I want to see before, if they decide to do something. Who knows, they might decide to not pick the end times. I have no idea. Of course, I have some plans for a very fun idea for the end times, for an end time scenario, but that will wait for a later video. Anyway, it looks like it's coming in 2021, which is great. I don't know when it's going to be, but from what I heard from a few prominent individuals on the internet, we might expect a few DLC for Warhammer 2. Now that it looks like that Keslev is being added, I feel a sense of hope, because another one of my favorite factions, the Southern Realms, it's a chance those might be added, and I certainly hope so. I won't be too upset if it's not, but I think it would be nice and cool. And so, yeah, to finish it up, we got Cathay coming, we got Keslev coming, we got Demons of all the 4 different Chaos Gods coming, and this is going to be great. Thank you for coming. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share this with your friends to help out the channel. And I'll see you next time. Bye.